Cryptocurrencies have become a global phenomenon known by most people, but understood by few. In 2018, you'll have a hard time finding a major bank, accounting firm, software company, or government that hasn't researched cryptocurrencies or started a blockchain project. Beyond the noise and the press releases, many people often fail to understand the basic concepts. So let's walk through the whole story. What are cryptocurrencies? Satoshi invented Bitcoin in 2008 as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. To realize digital cash, you need a payment network with accounts, balances, and transactions. That's easy to understand. One major problem every payment network has to solve is to prevent double spending. That is, to prevent one entity from spending the same amount twice. Usually, this is done by a central server who keeps records of all the balances. In a decentralized network, you don't have this server, so you need every single entity of the network to do this job. Every peer in the network needs to have a full list with all the transactions to check if future transactions are valid, or an attempt to double spend. But how can these entities keep a consensus about these records? If the peers on the network disagree about one single minor balance, everything breaks. They need absolute consensus. Nobody knew how to achieve this until Satoshi proved it was possible. Cryptocurrencies are a key part of this solution. To illustrate this, we'll look at the transactions on the network. A transaction is a file that says, Bob gives X Bitcoin to Alice and is signed digitally by Bob. Once signed, the transaction is broadcasted to the network, sent from one peer to every other peer. This is standard P2P technology. Nothing special happening here. After a specific amount of time, the transaction gets confirmed. Only miners can confirm transactions. This is their job in a cryptocurrency network. They take transactions, stamp them as legitimate, and spread them in the network. After a transaction is confirmed by a miner, every node has to add it to its database. It has to become part of the blockchain. For this job, the miners are rewarded with cryptocurrency, for example, bitcoins. Anybody can be a miner. They just need to use some of their computer's power to qualify for the task. Every miner competes to solve a cryptographic puzzle. After finding a solution, a miner can confirm the transaction and add it to the blockchain. As an incentive to do this, they then receive a payment from the network in the form of a cryptocurrency. In this way, a network of independent actors are economically incentivized to maintain the legitimacy of the transaction history. So that's the gist of it. Cryptocurrencies are the key to the complex digital cash problem that Satoshi solved: how to maintain integrity and consensus across independent and potentially malicious actors. Cryptocurrencies are essentially the monetary incentive offered to anyone willing to keep the network secure.
Bitcoin and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill, okay? We are entering a completely world of uncharted water right now.
Have you made any investments in Bitcoin?
So, I mean, I personally, I own Bitcoin in my hedge fund. I own Bitcoin in my fund. I own Bitcoin in my private account. It is a huge deal. It's a huge, huge, huge deal. Because what you're talking about right now is for the next 3 to 5 years, an unbelievably better store of value. It is gold 2.0.
I think this is a currency that's really going to work eventually.
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin, and people have made fortunes out of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, there is no Bitcoin company, there is no Bitcoin building, there's not even a Bitcoin server anywhere that you could shut down. It is completely distributed. That's what's unique about Bitcoin. It is, for the first time, a way for the two of us to exchange value online without a third-party intermediary. Until the invention of Bitcoin, for you and me to exchange money online, we had to employ a third party, like PayPal, like Visa, like MasterCard, right? And we live in the 21st century. If we want to have a video call to China, we can do that for free. But to send a couple $100, which is essentially just ones and zeros being moved around, costs 5% plus takes over a day.
Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient.
You'll see Bitcoin trading at 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. Rick Falkvenia does an excellent analysis. He predicts that Bitcoin will capture between 1 and 10% of the global Forex market, which implies a price of between $100,000 to $1 million per Bitcoin. Most of the people who are on the sidelines not buying Bitcoin today will start to buy Bitcoin when it gets over 1,000. And then a greater percentage of people will definitely plow into Bitcoin when it starts to get over 10,000.
It's still predicting Bitcoin, $10,000 per Bitcoin in 3 years.
Casares, he is the CEO of Zappo, which is a Bitcoin wallet and Bitcoin vault.
I think it's mostly a very positive thing. I think we're going to see ups and downs like with any other emerging technology. But I think Bitcoin is here to stay, and it makes sense that it be taxed and treated like any other.
So let's make a bold call here. In 10 years, what do you think Bitcoin will be worth? One Bitcoin.
Between $500,000 and $1 million.
A lot of people are just seeing the charts and thinking, how high will it go? What I'm doing is counting backwards. I mean, this is a transactional currency, and it is a store of value. As such, it is a product and a service competing on a very tangible market for stores of value and for transactional currencies. So what is the size of that market?
Right, and this is important.
And how big a market share can Bitcoin realistically take within a foreseeable time frame? Right. When you ask that question, then you come up with a market cap of Bitcoin total, and then you divide that by the number of Bitcoin in circulation by your estimated time, and seeing how Chinese are buying Bitcoin like crazy, I actually had to adjust this number upwards, but then you come up with a number of about $2 to $5 million per Bitcoin.
It suggests that everyone go back to buy one Bitcoin. Not too much, only one is enough. If everyone in this world, people, just to go back buy one Bitcoin, you know, the Bitcoin value go to the $1 million. When the Bitcoin have $1 million, you know, all around the world will be crazy, and everyone will be the follow, and the other digital currency just be, you know, be grandson of the Bitcoin. So for me, I think for a lot of people, they don't exactly understand why it's Bitcoin.
Is Bitcoin the currency of the future, or is it the payment system they're developing?
Bingo! It's the payment system. It's the blockchain encryption, and they're interesting things. I think Bitcoin, or the really blockchain encryption that's behind it, has a greater ability to bring more of the world's population out of poverty than anything we've seen.
If you're new to Bitcoin, take your time to go out there and Google it and learn about it. It truly is one of the most important inventions in the history of humankind, and certainly the most important invention since the internet. Go out there, make a Bitcoin wallet, get involved, start using it, learn about all the positive ways in which this is going to improve the lives of every single person on the planet. Get involved, do it today. It's going to help everybody.
So I was 18 years old when I made my first $1 million.
How did it feel?
It felt pretty great. It felt great. You know, did towards some Lamborghinis. There's a dealership in Newport Beach that takes Bitcoin for Lamborghinis. I'm Eric Finman, and I am one of the youngest Bitcoin millionaires in the world. So this is the place. We got a lot of beds here. I like to have a lot of friends over. I don't really like cuddling, so that's why I have a lot of beds. Pretty minimalistic, so I don't like to have too many clothes. That's pretty much it. I like to just live a life of gym t-shirt and gym shorts perpetually. Hey, you know, if you got money, why do you have to dress nice? I check my Bitcoin every 30 minutes, so I get a notification of the price. So I originally got into Bitcoin when I was just 12 years old, when it was about $10, $12 a coin. And I had one of my brothers, he really got into it, and we were very close. And then we really got into all this Bitcoin stuff. I was very fortunate enough to have kind of a grandmother. She had an extra $1,000 to give her kids for a scholarship fund. So I put that $1,000 into Bitcoin, so I was able to amass about 400 plus Bitcoins. So there you go. So this is Purse. This is a website that allows you to buy things off of Amazon, and then it also like gives you a discount because you're using Bitcoin rather than all the fees of credit cards and all that stuff.
What do you use to check your Bitcoin?
So that's where I have like a hardware key to like check. I have like a hard drive that I like keep in secure locations.
Stay away from it.
Stay away from Bitcoin.
Well, it's a mirage, basically.
It is a disruptive technology.
It's not regulated. It can't be tracked, and it tends to attract people who are doing illegal things.
There are a couple people, kind of top politicians, some Wall Street people, they're saying that Bitcoin is not going to work out, and Bitcoin is kind of used for bad things. And that recently has affected the price because politicians and Wall Street people are very afraid of what Bitcoin will do to them and their industry. So school was maybe not the best thing for me, to say the least. I didn't really particularly enjoy it. I had a lot of teachers that were maybe not the most positive. One teacher told me to drop out and work at McDonald's because that's all I'll ever amount to in life. So I left, I dropped out when I was 15, and I went to start an education company that would help people learn better. It was to give people access to good teachers if you didn't have any locally. I wonder how I came up with that idea.
People ever call you Smarty Pants?
No.
No. Maybe they should. Eric Finman is the founder of Botangle.
I think you can learn 1,000 million times more on the internet than in a classroom. Everything is there for you. You just need to have the motivation. Most people think that they have to go through this traditional path and they have to do this, and I'm kind of more aware that that's maybe not so much the case. I think about how can I completely do something my way. So if this is the traditional way of doing it, if I thought about how to redo this from scratch, how could I do that? And I think career, that was one, school, that was two, three, kind of currency, Bitcoin and all that stuff. That's what I think is that in the sense that society and the world's rules limit you in so many ways. If you completely rethought about how you could do something your way, completely from scratch, what would that look like?
Well, welcome back. Cashing in on crypto, Bitcoin pulling back after topping $60,000 over the weekend, and some are betting big on the crypto craze. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez proposing a resolution to give city workers the option to be paid in Bitcoin and also allowing residents to pay some of their taxes using the cryptocurrency. Joining me now, Miami Mayor Francis Suarez. Mayor, good morning and welcome. This is so interesting because right now Bitcoin has been so nebulous. People can't really understand it because they can't touch it. But you are sort of weaving this into your system in a way where people can use Bitcoin to be paid and paid for things. And all of a sudden, that becomes a game changer. Why are you doing it?
Well, we in the city of Miami, we want to be known as the most technologically forward city in America. We realize that technology is the future of our economy. And so not only for my generation, but for our children's generation, we want to make sure that we're creating the kind of economy that our children can be successful in and can produce high-paying jobs. So I saw an opportunity. There's a tremendously robust crypto community out there. There's tens of millions of people that are actually holding crypto, according to some of the people that I've talked to in some of the biggest exchanges. And so I thought that it was a sort of a low-lying fruit for the city of Miami to be innovative, to be forward-thinking, and to be the first city to be able to offer these things to its employees, to its residents, and even to think about it as an asset to invest in. And I can tell you the reaction has been overwhelmingly positive. The tweet that I put out with that resolution, I think got 2 million views, 6.5 million impressions. And I've gotten calls from mayors and former governors from across the country that are looking at doing something similar.
Okay, all right, our next video, guys, is the process and how Bitcoins are produced. And that process is called mining. All right. So for Bitcoin to be created, it's mined. And because it's not a physical currency, all right, physical coin, it is mined using the computer because it's a digital product. All right. So therefore, our next video will take you through that. So you have a better idea how Bitcoins are produced and how they come onto the market. Now, every Bitcoin that is mined are sold onto the market by the miners. When those Bitcoins are mined, it might not be sold on the market at the same time because the miners know very well that the Bitcoin price will go up. So therefore, they mine Bitcoins today. They will not sell those Bitcoins today. They will sell them at a later date so that they can get a higher price for what they mine today. All right. So that's one reason you will see Bitcoin go up and down, right? Again, miners tend to put a lot of Bitcoins onto the market when the price go up, and that basically helps drive the price back down. But as the market buy it up, the price then will return back up again. All right, so it's just a matter of understanding how the market works, just like any other commodity, due to supply and demand. All right, so let's go there now.
Right now, the world is basically in the middle of a second gold rush. But the thing is, it's not gold that people are actually after this time around. It's Bitcoin, the biggest, baddest cryptocurrency on the planet. But the thing about Bitcoin is that because it's a digital currency, you obviously can't just dig it out of the ground with a pickaxe. So to get a better sense of how cryptocurrency mining works, we're here in northern Washington to visit one of the biggest Bitcoin mines in the United States and to see what goes on behind the scenes.
The whirring sound you're hearing is the sound of 1,800 servers computing. This is a mining facility. So we operate ASIC servers specifically for the Bitcoin blockchain protocol. As you can see, it's a warehouse environment. Our facilities manufacture about 7 Bitcoin per day.
The servers in this room do that by solving a difficult math problem called a cryptographic hashing function. In the simplest possible terms, they're solving a puzzle that's generated by the Bitcoin network. About every 10 minutes, a new puzzle or block in the chain is released. The reward for solving that puzzle is currently 12.5 Bitcoins. Working together, all the Bitcoin miners on Earth unlock about 1,800 Bitcoins each day, and about 0.4% of those are mined in this very room. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when we filmed this video, this Bitcoin mine generated about $70,000 a day. That's $2.1 million a month, all in this one room.
These are ASIC processors, application-specific integrated circuits. The chip design is specifically to run the protocol that is Bitcoin blockchain. It's code, right? It's specifically a chip design to run that code at a much higher rate of speed. So what you have to understand about Bitcoin is it's a commodity. Most of the world doesn't understand it's actually code with an underlying technology value.
Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are decentralized, with every transaction being recorded in the blockchain ledger. Bitcoin mining is essentially processing those transactions and adding links to the blockchain. Each link in the chain created every 10 minutes contains about 2,500 transactions.
It's held speculatively, okay? So how much money do you make every day is a function of not when we create it. It's a function of when we sell it. So what do? We manufacture it continuously, we hold it for when the price runs up, and then we sell it, we take the proceeds, and we expand our operation.
Expansion is essential because as more Bitcoin miners come online and servers become more powerful, the puzzles become more difficult to solve. The Bitcoin mining algorithm continuously adjusts to keep the mining rate constant, 1 block in the chain equaling 12.5 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. And the Bitcoin algorithm only allows for the creation of 21 million Bitcoin, meaning the last Bitcoin will be mined in the year 2140.
Why Wenatchee? Wenatchee is on the Columbia River. We are part of what's called the Mid-Sea Columbia string of hydroelectric dams. We have cheap, plentiful, green hydroelectric power right here.
That means the cost of power is relatively cheap. about $100,000 a month right now.
This facility is a 2 megawatt facility. We are building a 10 megawatt facility now, and we are breaking ground on a 20 megawatt facility, and then we also have 8 megawatts worth of facilities under construction in 2 separate locations. And in addition to that, we are in the process of developing projects for another 80 megawatts, all at this time.
Okay, welcome to those persons now join us. Okay, so that's the end of our crypto education today. All right, so let's see where Bitcoin is at. We always check to see what's the price of Bitcoin, so everyone knows where we are at this point in time. So let's go there. Now you can also find the price of Bitcoin, guys, on Google. Just Google it. All right. So we're going to refresh this page. Okay. All right. So there we are. So right now, Bitcoin is currently at the price of $58,887.50 US. All right. Now, as I mentioned, Bitcoin is a digital currency. All right. And even though it's digital, guys, it is legal tender. It can be spent, it can be brought back into your physical currency, regardless of wherever you live, because of Bitcoin, guys, you now have the opportunity to spend a currency that's a world currency that's not tied to any particular country. All right, so you know most currencies are tied to countries. Let's look at it right here. Okay, see, this is all the list of currencies from around the world. All right, all the countries are listed here. Bitcoin is listed in there as well. We will find right here. Okay, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin right there. All right. Okay. Now, all the other currencies are tied to countries. As we all know, we come up and we know that all currencies are tied to a country. No currency ever exists outside of a country. Bitcoin is independent to all countries. It's a digital currency, but it's also a global currency. Okay. Now, we all have heard the term digital gold, but Bitcoin is now taking on that format, which is called digital gold. All right, so let's go and line up Bitcoin with all other assets, because you have to see Bitcoin not also as a currency, but it also can be an asset as well. All right. Therefore, it means you can invest in it like how you would invest in stocks and hold on to it. Okay. No person's time to buy stocks in companies. I know a gentleman who has, he buys stocks in Goddess for years. You know, another gentleman, he also has stocks in Purity, okay, for years. All right. So persons can buy stocks in companies, and those stocks can go up over time. All right. They get dividends from, from buying those shares in those companies. Now, Bitcoin is ranked here among all the other top companies. Right now, we are on the market cap of the Fortune 500 companies, and they are listed here by market cap. Market cap basically is the amount of money invested in the company. All right. And we also have the price per share of each company. All right. Now, as I said, there are over 11,000 here listed. So we're not going to go through our 11,000, but guess what? You're just going to focus in here and realize that Bitcoin have surpassed, okay, in ranking, because Bitcoin is sitting here at number 8 in the world. So it has surpassed Facebook. And we all know Facebook is a massive company. It has surpassed Tesla, Alibaba, okay, Samsung, JP Morgan and Chase, Visa, okay, Johnson & Johnson. We are the ones who are doing the vaccine. We come up even hear about Johnson & Johnson products as well. All right. We have Walmart, MasterCard, guys. So how is it possible that Bitcoin just came on the scene just back in 2009 and have already, okay, passed in market cap? Now, all these companies I just mentioned to you, none of them have hit $1 trillion in market cap as yet. None of them. Bitcoin is already $1.1 trillion, guys. Now, who's above Bitcoin? Who has taken up number 7? This is silver. Number 6 is Google. Number 5 is Amazon, another massive company. Okay. Then we have Microsoft, Apple, and gold. So gold is sitting at number 1. Why is gold sitting at number 1? Guys, gold have been sitting at number 1 for generations. Before we had our currency that we know, which is called fiat currency, the paper dollar, before we had that currency, guys, gold and silver was the currency. Okay. Then we had the paper money then ushered in after. All right. Now all paper money also used to be backed by gold. Yeah, all paper money used to be backed by gold. And now we have, okay, gold still being number one in the world, still being number one, guys. All right, let's give me a minute, guys. Let me just remove this marking here on my screen. All right, so gold still being number one all these years. And why is that? Gold is number one, guys, because it is a asset, okay, that persons can use as store value. That basically means as the world goes through a recession, okay, as we have inflation taking place, big companies, all right, that generate millions of dollars, billions of dollars, trillions of dollars. So these companies that you see listed here that hit trillions, that means all the companies that come after Bitcoin number 7 and come all the way up to number 1, all right, these are all in the trillions of dollars. Now the highest apart from gold is Apple. Apple is actually $2 trillion. Gold is $10 trillion. That's no little bit of money, guys. That's money that you can't even spend in your lifetime. Now, your children can't spend in their lifetime. All right. Now, gold has become the number one asset that all these top companies here, okay, all the $1 trillion companies, all the $1 billion companies, and a few of the $1 million companies have what we call gold reserves. And this is how they protect their wealth, okay, from inflation. Now, Bitcoin is getting ready to come up and replace and become number one. How is Bitcoin going to become number one? It's very obvious. We're now seeing everything going digital. So now we're living in a digital world. We've been constantly hearing in the news, in the media, and so on, that our currency that we know it as, okay, will go digital. A few years back, we had the Eastern Caribbean Bank. We had, the central bank. All of them had seminars about it already. Have not been a secret. They've been constantly promoting it and publishing it, letting us know that we're going to be living in a cashless society. Okay, so therefore they're going to be looking to get rid of the physical dollar and move into a digital dollar. We have the EC dollar already gone digital. I think it's supposed to launch at the end of this month. Also, we have China launched a digital currency. America is next. All right, so guys, we can see that we are already living in a digital world. And if we're going to live in a digital world, it means we have to have digital money. All right. Now, Bitcoin is a digital currency, and Bitcoin then will become the number one digital currency. Therefore, Bitcoin will become the reserve digital currency of the world. It is right now the largest cryptocurrency of the world, and it will become the reserve digital currency of the world. So when that happens, all right, Bitcoin then will replace gold. Gold will still be there, but gold is a physical commodity. Bitcoin is a digital commodity. All right. So therefore, as I mentioned, even though we still have the physical, but what leads the digital world will be Bitcoin. All right. Okay. So let's take you now through why you need this currency, apart from it being the commodity that will rule the entire world monetary system. Okay, so let's go over to my PowerPoint. Okay, so good evening again to everyone. Welcome to those persons now joining us. My name is Christopher Brain. I'm the little shot that keeps on shooting. Now, guys, for the last 20 years, I have been involved in network marketing. I've been a network marketer for just over 20 years. Got involved, at a young age. And the reason for that, guys, because a total stranger actually introduced a company to me years ago called Amway. And a person who love sales, love to go to meet persons and so on. I'm a people's person. That's how I see myself. All right. And I saw it as a good way to generate additional income. I did it for about 6 years from 1994 to 2000. And then I switch over to health and nutrition because I realized through health and nutrition, I can get better results. I can get better response from persons as well. All right. And at the same time, allow me also to live a healthier lifestyle as well. So while doing that, guys, I made a decision after the internet, started to become popular. I made a decision that it's time that I had take my business online and try to have an online presence. So I started to market myself online. And that's when I come across Bitcoin. So I've been involved in cryptocurrency now for 5, 6 years. Um, After getting involved, online and start marketing, I came across Bitcoin. And when I saw it, I did like majority of persons. And those persons are doing it today still. And they're looking at it, they ignore it, and they're saying, no, that's not for me. Okay, and the reason I said that because I didn't see Bitcoin of any monetary value in the real world. I just saw it of something that have value online, and I saw like monopoly money. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. You play a game of monopoly, you have money that you can spend, buy buildings, rent hotels, and so forth, buy gas stations, that sort of stuff. And outside the game, it's just paper, no value. And that's how I saw Bitcoin back then. So therefore, I didn't waste time with that. So therefore, I came across Bitcoin on my radar again when Bitcoin was showing up at 267 US dollars. And it said, well, why would I buy that? That's too much money for something that I can't even buy food and so on with. So therefore, again, ignore it again. Bitcoin came up on my radar again when Bitcoin was $900 to $1,000. And that's when I realized that companies were taking it as a form of payment. I realized that you could have done things online with it. You could start, spending it online. And now starting to see something that I would want to be, get and acquire. And guys, back then I got involved in the investment part of Bitcoin. I played around with it for a little while, but then it came across a company that allowed me to earn 27 Bitcoins. All right, back in 2017. And those 27 Bitcoins, even though when I cashed them out, I made a few $1,000s cashing them out. I mean, I did some of everything you can think of, buy airline tickets, buy food, pay my rent, you know what I'm saying? Do all sorts of stuff. But, I did everything, mandate things you would do with ordinary money. All right. But guys, I'm saying today, the knowledge that I have now, after doing my research and after being involved in this industry for a little while, and constantly reviewing information every day on this currency and see where it's going and how it have now started to emerge to be a world leading currency that will become the monetary system in the digital world very shortly. I had no idea, guys, back then, all right? And the information I have now, I would have treated that commodity totally different, totally different. Because here it is, if I'd held on to those 27 Bitcoins, today's value, guys, even though I made a few $1,000s back in 2017, today's value of those same 27 Bitcoins is over 3 million Barbados dollars. All right. So I can safely say that I could have been a millionaire, all right, but no problem. I'm already a millionaire in the making still, right? And due to Term Group International, you also have another chance at it. So those persons who've never heard about Bitcoin before, all right, who's now hearing about it for the first time, I'm saying to you, you have the opportunity to benefit from this information I'm going to share with you, all right, so that you won't fall into the same trap and mistake that I made back in 2017, all right? The currency that you're about to hear about, that you're about to also acquire, that you're about to invest in and have the opportunity for it to be created more for you. This currency, guys, is not just a currency. You're talking something that will provide with for you for the rest of your life from here on out, okay, a return as long as you live. You're talking about a commodity that will allow you to generate generational wealth. That means it can be passed on to your children and their children and their children, and they can all benefit from it. All right. So Term Group International allow us, guys, to double our cryptocurrency. So therefore, we have to get our money converted into Bitcoin first. That's the first step. So the person who invited you here tonight, that person can explain to you how we get our Bitcoin. Okay, now cryptocurrency is the money of the future. And let me explain to you, back in 2017, this is a screenshot of my digital wallet for my Bitcoin. And back in 2017, you can see where I receive these different amounts, but also here is a screenshot of how much I cash out. I cash out 3.95 Bitcoin. At that time, June 11th, 2017, that value of those Bitcoins were 11,608 US dollars. Not bad, right? I didn't invest that kind of money, but here am I now able to cash out 11,000. Of course, I take it. All right. Not understanding the asset that I had in my possession. Now, today's value, guys, if I take those same 11,000, those same 3.95 Bitcoin, almost 4 Bitcoins, at today's value, that's 223,285 US dollars. Now, you guys can see that's a big difference there. That's a huge difference. Okay. So, what I'm saying to you, the Bitcoin that you would earn today, yes, Bitcoin right now is sitting at $58,000 plus. But the Bitcoin that you earn today, guys, that Bitcoin, if you decide to cash it out at around this um, price structure right now, okay, you will lose out because just that how I lose out, okay, even though I made a few $1,000s, you will lose out because Bitcoin by the end of the year will be by far more than the price where it's at today. All right. Okay, so let's look at how you can, start to acquire this digital currency, all right, which is the money of the future. And even though Bitcoin is a digital currency, it's also a cryptocurrency, but digital currency, guys, are not all cryptocurrencies. And let me explain. Your credit card, your bank card, okay, that's a form of digital currency. The EC dollar has not been digitized. That's digital currency. The Barbados dollar has a digital currency called money. All right. All of those currency, guys, remain fixed. That basically means if you have a one money, okay, it still remains $1. That means you can have $10,000, okay, in digital currency. 6 months from now, it's still $10,000. All right, provided that the bank don't take off some charges off for it. All right, but it's still $10,000. Whereas in cryptocurrency, you convert that same $1,000 or that $10,000 into Bitcoin. 6 months from now, guys, it is no longer $10,000. It will go up in value. All right, because why is that? Because Bitcoin, there's a limited supply. There are only 21 million. Right now, there are 18 million in circulation already. So Bitcoin then should be the first option when you think of saving to start to save your money in right now. Because as I'm saying to persons, if you don't start to make this transition yourself, you will be forced to make the transition down the road. It is the same way with COVID. COVID have forced persons to make some transitions in their life. It forced a lot of us to make transitions in our lives because these are technologies that were there long, but persons were not using them. Here is that we are here using Zoom, okay, to communicate. So persons can actually tap into a presentation without having to come to a physical place and meet. All right. Now, this technology have been here ever since. I've been using Zoom long before COVID. But here is now the majority of the world now is using it. But the majority of the world was not using it before. But you know what? Forced into making that change. And the same thing is going to happen with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Persons who don't try to learn and understand, okay, that the world is evolving into this digital world now. If they don't try to understand what's going on in the financial world when it comes to digital money, it means that later on they will be forced to make that change, and that force will come about at their own expense. All right. So now you have the opportunity to start to understand how to maneuver in this space. All right. So therefore, you have to start seeing the importance of start saving piece by piece, little by little, okay, of your fiat money into Bitcoin so that you can start doing what? Maneuvering in it, how to transact business in it, how to use the wallet, okay, how to receive earnings in Bitcoin, or how to receive if somebody have to send you money in Bitcoin. All right. You know how to do that. All right. Because these are things that will become second nature to you down the road. The same way how persons know how to maneuver in WhatsApp without any problems now, but they had to learn it. All right. So can you imagine a person not getting to find out about WhatsApp? You want to know if they were living under a rock, right? And that's the same thing that's going to happen with a lot of persons that they're going to make that transition into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but it's going to come at such a later date. You're going to want to, so where have you been all this time? I mean, here the currency have been around since 2009, and yet still 1% of the population only know about it. The majority doesn't. Okay, so Bitcoin is also a good way to get involved in investing. All right, so if you want to get into the investing world, you've never been involved in investing before, Bitcoin is a good way to get started into that. All right, we can also use Bitcoin, as I mentioned, to shop online and buy things anywhere around the world. Okay, so as I mentioned, Bitcoin is not a physical coin, it's a digital coin. Okay, and first you have to do to store your Bitcoin, you store it on your device, your phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever device you have, you can store it on there. But you have to go and download the app, okay, from the Play Store, the App Store, and also you can have access to the web version app, blockchain.com. Okay, so these are just one of the wallets. There are many wallets out there, but this is one that I've been with for years, and I've recommend this one. So Bitcoin is still the #1 cryptocurrency of the world, guys. As I mentioned, its official launch was in 2009, and it's just a euro or the US dollar, but it is digital. Okay, so the first Bitcoin was mined. You saw the video just now about mining. So that first Bitcoin was mined back in 2009. And guys, there are thousands, literally thousands of miners across the world because the Bitcoin network is distributed. It's not all in one location. It's distributed. So what you saw in that video, that is just one of thousands of miners, okay, around the world that's mining Bitcoin. Okay, so all the miners is what actually lend to creating a secure network. That basically means if one area was to get destroyed, the Bitcoin network still continue to run. All right, because the whole network is distributed and not in one location. All right, so Bitcoin has a total supply, okay, of 21 million. Now, remember when Bitcoin came out in 2008, one Bitcoin was 1 cent. Bitcoin right now is sitting at $58,000. Now, the total in circulation is 18 million. There are only 21 million, so that means we have about 3 million left. Now, there's a special event that takes place in Bitcoin every 4 years, and this is called Bitcoin halving. This takes place every 4 years. So we have from 2008 to 2012, that was the first Bitcoin halving. The second one was in 2016, and the third one was in 2020, which is just last year. Now, an amazing thing takes place also a year after each halving. 1 year after the halving, okay, I remember halving takes place every 4 years. 1 year after the halving, we have Bitcoin reaching its all-time high. So 2012 was the halving, 2013, Bitcoin reached its all-time high ever. 2016 was the halving, 2017 was the all-time high for Bitcoin again. Now, let's look at the all-time high in 2017. Bitcoin went to its all-time high in 2017 to 19,000, yes, 19,800 US dollars, okay, for one Bitcoin. Okay, now here we have the 2020 was the last halving, that was last year. So therefore, a year after the halving, which should be what? 2021, that's this year, we will reach another all-time high. Okay, so therefore the year hasn't ended yet. We expect another all-time high, and that could run us between $350,000 to $500,000 per Bitcoin. Now, there are over 5,000 other cryptocurrencies outside of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is the mother of all of them because Bitcoin was the very first to come out, okay, back in 2009 officially, all right, and it runs on its own blockchain. That means it's not run by a company, the bank, a government. It is self-governed. Just like how the internet is run, the internet is there. Okay, can the internet be closed down? It's possible. Okay, but if the internet closed down, it means a whole lot of stuff around the world will also have to close down because it depends on the internet. All right, so for Bitcoin to go away, guys, it means the internet will also have to go away as well. All right, to that degree. All right, so we're talking of an emerging technology that is run on the blockchain using the internet, and therefore every transaction is recorded there where no man can change it, no one can delete it, no one can edit it. That's amazing. All right, that's really amazing. So when Bitcoin was produced and put on the blockchain, it was set at 21 million. That means no one can decide, okay, we need 50 million more. okay, or we need 100 million more. No, it's already set and cannot be altered, cannot be changed. Not even the blockchain can be hacked as well. All right, so that's one of the reasons that the currency has become the #1 currency, okay, in the digital space. Okay. All right, so let's look at two individuals. We're going to look at savings and we're going to look at investing. And these two individuals, I would have recommended Bitcoin. Ethan, a youngster, he heard me speaking about Bitcoin to his grandparents and he decided he wanted to get involved and he invested 25 US dollars worth in Bitcoin, which is 50 Barbados dollars. All right, we convert that into Bitcoin for him and he saved it. And that's all he did, guys. He didn't add to it. He didn't add it to it. He just saved that amount and that was it. It was not even a half. It was not even a tenth. It was not, it was a very small fraction, okay, of Bitcoin. Now, the reason he was able to buy 25 US dollars worth in Bitcoin because Bitcoin can be broken down into fractions, very small parts. Just like a dollar broken down into cents and 10 cents and 5 cents and 25 cents. Right. Bitcoin can be broken down the same way. The smallest fraction of a Bitcoin, they are called Satoshis. So therefore, every person have the opportunity to earn a bit of the coin. All right. So therefore, here we have the name Bitcoin. You can have a bit of the coin. Okay, so you don't have to buy the full coin, and that's something that I taught in the beginning that you had to. That's why I didn't buy Bitcoin when it was $267 because I said that was too expensive for something that I don't know anything about. But back then, guys, with Bitcoin at 267, I could buy, you understand, a half. I could buy a quarter. I could buy a tenth of the coin. All right, a tenth of the coin would then only be about $26. Okay. Now let's think about it. A tenth of Bitcoin right now is $5,000 for a tenth of it. All right. So Ethan invested in Bitcoin and he saved that Bitcoin. That means he saved it, forget it. And that's how you have to look at Bitcoin when you're looking at this currency. Even though, yes, you can benefit from the value going up, and therefore you can have what we call short-term gains, right? But I want you to see this as a long-term investment. This is a commodity, okay, that you want to hold on for long-term. Ethan held on to it for 2 years. He cashed it out in 2019, bought it in 2017, cashed it out in 2019. And when he cashed out the same amount of Bitcoin that he purchased for $25, had a value of 459 US dollars. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you find out a way that you can save this way, that you can put down a small amount and over time it increase in value, would you not want to save money this way? Think about it. Can you put $25 in the bank and come back 2 years and cash out $459? I don't think so. All right. Now here's Anne. Now Anne decided that she not only want to invest in Bitcoin, but she also want to invest, okay, her Bitcoin so that she can increase them. And she bought $125 worth in Bitcoin. She invested, same company that earned me the 27 Bitcoin, she invested there and she earned herself 13 Bitcoins. All right. She was one of the first persons I spoke to, okay, about the company as well. And she earned herself 13, that's 35,000 US dollars when she cashed it out. All right. Now, what's the difference between Anne? What's the difference between Anne and Ethan? Ethan save and invest. Now, guys, we all know that we have saved and we've been saving our whole life. From time we know ourselves and we know money, we've been saving. Our parents tell us to save. Our friends tell us to save. Okay. Society tell us to save. You know, no one have ever spoken to me about investing when it was coming up. No one. All right. I only got involved in investing as I become an adult in the latter stage of my adult age. All right. Now, and being a mature person, she understand clearly, okay, that it's not about saving, it's about investing. Okay. Ethan behavior was like most teenagers, okay. You have some money, you're gonna save because your parents always talking about saving. But Anne have been through that stage already, and she knows very well that saving is not going to get you where you want to get financially. And she invested, and her returns for sure was by far more than Ethan. All right. So, guys, I'm saying to you, the opportunity is here for you to get involved in investing by converting some of your fiat currency, your dollars, and move it into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin in particular. All right, so when you move your money into crypto, now you have the opportunity to put your money to work. Because, guys, I'm saying to you, if your money is not working, that means you have to be working. So if you're working 40, 45 years of your life already, okay, it's about time to turn the tables and say, look, I tired working. I've worked too long. I've worked my whole life. Now it's time that my money work for me, okay? And I'm the one who get to relax, okay, and spend time with my family. All right. Wouldn't that be nice, guys? That you have the opportunity even before retirement to put your money into work, get your money to work. If your money's sitting down in a bank or a credit union and it's not working, I can guarantee you it's not working for you, but it's working for the bank and it's working for that financial institution, right? Because they're putting it to work. How do they put it to work? By lending it out in loans, by trading it on the stock market. They get returns on it, okay? You don't think that when the bank lend money out, that they're lending money that belongs to all the depositors? Your money is not sitting there just waiting for you to come back and pick it up whenever you feel. If every depositor return to the bank all at the same time to get their money out to the bank and get every right cent, the bank will have to tell you you can't get it all today. All right. I've been seeing that happen time and time again in different places around the world. All right. So that's not pie in the sky thinking. That's reality. All right. So therefore, you have to get up. You have to wake up. All right. It's time, guys, that you wake up. This is education that should wake you up, and you should start saying, you know something. My money is in the bank. I've been saving in the bank. I've been saving at Barclays Bank before it became the bank it is today. I've been saving there when it was the juniors, and I had a junior savings account, and I'm still at that bank today. All right. Still there today. 5 businesses and all business accounts were at that bank. Okay. Think about it, guys. How long have you been saving at the financial institution that you've been saving at? Okay. And are they offering you returns after putting your money to work and getting returns on it? It's time, guys, that you wake up and understand now that we are now ushering into a new era that allow us now to move into crypto, and now we can put our money to work so that it can benefit us, okay, as we go into retirement, and it can benefit our children and our children's children for generations to come. All right. Okay, so let's find out who's going to assist us in doing this. We're going to partner with a company called the Paterm Group International. The Paterm Group International, guys, heading this company is the founder and CEO, Harvey Palafox. He's the former president and co-founder of AI Trades Global and president and CEO of AI Trades of Philippines. He was born in the Philippines, raised in America. He lived there for 43 years. He's a family man and a successful network marketer and entrepreneur. This guy, guys, have assisted 21 persons so far between 2019 and now to become multi-millionaires. And how this possible? Because of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. The company already have offices in Estonia, in the United Kingdom, in the Philippines, in Singapore, and now in the United States, in Las Vegas. The president of PGI Global is Ms. Helen Graham. Vice President and Chief Operation Officer, Mr. Mark Davis. And let's look at their lineup of products. Even though the company main product that they have is Bitcoin, they also have Bitcoin or cryptocurrency ATM machines. These are machines that will allow persons to be able to buy Bitcoin directly from them and also sell Bitcoin back into the machine as well. All right, these machines are now going across the world as we speak. They also have Bitcoin trading platform because there's a trading company. All right, remember, the company is a trading company. All right, they trade Bitcoin. They also have blockchain education to train the members so that you all understand the technology behind Bitcoin. We also have health and wellness products that you'll be able to buy with your Bitcoin. So they have these physical products that you'll be able to buy, okay? Because apart from acquiring wealth, guys, the important thing is also health. Okay, so now we also have debit cards. Those debit cards allow members to access their commissions. If they don't want to access it in Bitcoin, you can access it in dollars, okay? So therefore, it's a master debit card, allow you to put it into the machine and therefore access your commissions. All right, so before we go into our compensation plan explaining, okay, the financial part of the business, I must read you this disclaimer. We are an authorized cryptocurrency trading platform. We are by no means a financial advisor. We suggest that you always consult your financial advisor if you have one. We strongly recommend that you do your own due diligence, read the terms and conditions, and understand them. we believe that once you do, you will see what we see, okay? But guys, by no means companies offering you and myself offering you any financial advice. Okay, so let's go into our compensation plan. And here we see how PGI, how you can partner with PGI and start to double your cryptocurrency. All right. Okay, so we have 4 packages: silver, gold, platinum, and titanium. The amount under the silver package is 100. So we start as low as 100, 400, $600 worth in Bitcoin. The gold package, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 worth in Bitcoin. The platinum package, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 worth in Bitcoin. And the titanium package is $500,000 without limit worth in Bitcoin. Every package that you purchase comes with a software fee, okay, of 19 US dollars worth in Bitcoin. Now, it doesn't matter if you purchase 100 or up to 500,000, all packages comes with that software fee. On a daily basis, guys, your return, okay, for every package you buy, whether you buy a 100 package or $500,000 package, everyone gets the same interest on a daily basis. So don't think that because a person buy a $500,000 package, they will give them a bigger percentage daily than you. No, every member receives the same percentage. Of course, if you only have a $100 package and a guy have a $100,000 package, all right, that percentage is the same, but of course, his earnings will be more because that percentage is on a higher amount. Okay, so what's the percentage? The percentage on a daily basis, that percentage on a daily basis is 0.5, that's half of a percent, to 3% per day. I didn't say per month, no, I didn't say per year. What you heard me say was per day. Yes, guys, you better believe it, daily. This return comes to you on a daily basis. Can you imagine on your savings right now, if the bank was giving you daily interest on it, I'm certain every person then would be delighted and excited to save money on it within their account because of the returns they're getting, you know. Okay, so let me explain this. Let me break it down in more detail for you. Let's look at a $100 package. A $100 package, you earn on average, okay? Some days, guys, we work it out. Some days it could be 0.5%. Some days it could be 1%, 1.5. The highest we've seen is 2. All right. But most days it will work out at 1%. So we will use the 1% so that everyone can follow this example. Okay, so $100 invested, okay, in the Pateran Group International, in PGI for short, that will earn you 1%. 1% on 100 is $1. That's $1 per day. $1 per day, it would take 200 days for you to get back $200 because that's the agreement between you and the company. When you purchase a package, you're actually going into agreement with the company that they will trade your Bitcoin every day, 7 days a week, not Monday to Friday, but 7 days a week, bank holidays included, all right? They will trade and actually give you 1% every day. That 1%, again, will continue to pay to you until you receive double what your package value. Okay, what's your package value? You receive double. So you have a $100 package value, therefore you get $200. You have a 1,000, you get $2,000. You have a 10,000, you get $20,000. You have 100,000, you get 200,000. All right, good. Now this 1% paid would take about 6 months for it to be double. Okay, so that means you double your money in 6 months. If you put it back in again, that means another 6 months. That means in 1 year, you've doubled your money twice. So you can get 2 doubles in 1 year. All right. So therefore, if you have a $10,000 package, guys, think about it. $10,000 package at 1% will give you $100 per day. All right. So how would you like to earn $100 every day on your money? $100 a day in 200 days. Okay, you have $20,000. You take the $20,000, you reinvest it. In another 200 days, you have $40,000. So you start out the year with 10,000, you end the year with 40,000. Where can you double your money twice in 1 year? The Pateran Group International. They're here and they're changing lives all across the world. Now, this agreement, guys, that you're gonna receive this return with the company, has nothing to do with you referring anyone. So you do not have to refer anyone. Okay. So every single person when they join PGI would receive this return, this 1%, okay, on a daily basis. So that interest that you're getting every single day, you don't have to refer anyone to get it. It is guaranteed to you. Okay. It is guaranteed to you because it's part of the agreement when you purchase the package. All right. Now, if you want to make additional income, outside of this that you're earning from your package, now you want to do what? Refer others. And this is where a lot of us are going because we realize that we can make a whole lot more money here. And we can also take this money and do what? Upgrade ourselves to a bigger package. So if you cannot afford a 1,000 package, if you can't afford a 5,000 package, here's the opportunity that you can build your business and afford them. Furthermore, I would encourage persons to build a business because now you have the opportunity to earn yourself at least one Bitcoin. My goal, guys, is my dream, okay, that the persons that joining this company, okay, and becoming part of our family here at PGI, okay, is that every single person make it their mission to earn at least one Bitcoin, at least one. Okay. Try to at least aim by the end of the year to earn at least one. Okay. I'll explain as I go on. Okay. So let's look at the referral commission. You refer one person, you get 6%. You refer another person, you get 6%. Two persons, if you refer them in your first 30 days, guess what, guys? You qualify for additional 2% on top of the 6%. So now that 6% becomes 8% when you bring in the third person. Now, you only need to bring in two persons to get the boost up, and you must do it in your first 30 days. Okay. Now, if you do it outside of 30 days, you still get the 6%. But within the 30 days, okay, don't waste your time and get involved. Start to work and get your two persons locked in your first 30 days so that you get an additional 2%. This 2% would also go forward into the next peer area as well. Okay, which I'll explain. Okay, now, can you refer more than two? Oh, yes. I would encourage you to refer more than two. All right, but you only need two. So can you build the business just with only two? Yes, because by bringing in two persons, it qualifies you for the binary. Okay, what's the binary? The binary starts at 8%. Okay, now because you brought the two persons in and you did it within the first 30 days, that 2% that you earn from the referral, which is the boost up, also cross over into the binary, and you also earn additional 2% on top of the 8%. So now you're earning yourself 10%. All right. Now, this 10% that's paid to you guys, this is paid on sales. This is paid when persons join. This is not paid to you daily. Of course, you would earn daily if there are people joining daily. Okay. I mean, I have been earning daily. Okay. They're just 1-2 days that, when it first got started, I haven't earned. But since those days, every single day I have been earning binary bonus. I'm not talking about the 1% from my package now. I'm talking about building your business, building a team, and be earning bonus. Okay. All right. So let's look at how you're going to be able to earn. Now, you refer two persons, and they referred to, which is 4. The 4 persons referred to, which is 16. The 16 persons referred to, okay, which is 32. And it keep going on like that, guys. It doesn't stop. Why it doesn't stop? Because if every person's out there promoting to find their two, guess what? The 2 new persons that coming in, they're persons that joined the business today, and those persons are going to be doing what? Looking for their two so that they can become what? Binary qualified. Now, when you become binary qualified, guys, you're qualified for life. It doesn't matter what package you upgrade to, you're still qualified. It doesn't matter how many persons come in below you, you're still qualified. Just find your first two and you're qualified for all the other areas in the business. No need to qualify for nothing else. All right. You're qualified for every area that pays commission, okay, within the company. All right. So this is a very simple plan. There's not a lot of hoops to jump through like other compensations plan. There's no membership. There's no monthly membership. There's no subscription. No, you're joining PGA totally free. Okay. Totally free. Why do I say that? Because the money that you put in PGA comes back to you. The company give it back to you with interest. The company didn't charge you to trade for, didn't charge you, okay, so that they can trade for you. All right. Furthermore, you give them $100, you give them $10,000, you get back that amount plus double. Okay. So they double your money. The honest cost, guys, is that $19 okay, software fee, and that basically is to move your money, because in order to move money around, it costs fees. All right. So in order to move that to the trading platform, it costs fees to move it there. All right. So that's the way that's charged. Okay. So let's look how your binary pays. Now we're going to use this example. We're going to say that you have 25 persons on the left and 25 persons on the right. Now remember, guys, when you bring your two persons in, one must go to the left and one must go to the right. You cannot use one link to sign up your two persons. The company gives you two links, one for the left side and one for the right. So if those persons who are new, okay, and you don't know how to find your link, get back to the person who invited you and they'll tell you, okay, how to find your links, so that you give the link one, the left side link to the person that you want to go on the left, and the right side link to the person that you want to go on the right. They will sign up, register through your link, and now they're placed in those positions. Now, as long as you have your two persons in position, now those two persons can do what? Refer there too, and start to build their team as well, just like you. They're part of your team, but they're building their team. All right. Okay. So we're saying you have finally now 25 persons on the left, 25 persons on the right. Okay. Now I'm using 25, but guys, this could be any number, because don't forget the 25 persons each refer there to will become 50. The 50 persons refer there to, they become 100. It keeps going on. But I'm using the 25 so you have an idea of the commission that you can earn. So let's say your 25 persons on the left, because the ones on the right, the volume that comes up from the right accumulates. You don't get paid on that volume. The volume that accumulates, you don't get paid on that. But the volume on the left becomes your payout volume. All right. Okay. So now we have 25 persons on the left, $100 package each of them purchase to join. That's 250 US dollars commission that you're paid. Each of them move up to what? The 400 package. Now, guys, I also want to, stress on this area a bit, because when you start with 100, you do not remain at 100. You're building a business, okay? So the whole idea is to do what? Move up, move up, move up. So therefore, you're moving up in packages. You start at a 100 package, you move it to 400 packages. You at the 400 package, you move it to 6. From 6 to 1,000, from 1,000, 5,000, keep moving up, all right? The more you move up, the more you have being doubled by the company. Okay, so let's look at this example. You earn $250. That's from the 25 persons, or moving to 100. All right. Now those same 25 persons decide to move up to 400. That's $1,000 you earn. They now move from the 400 to the 600 package. That's $1,500 you earn. They move from the 600 package to the 1,000 package. That's $2,500 you earn. So therefore, we add it all up. That's $5,250 that you have earned. Okay. Now, guys, there's a 5,000 package. So what if you take that and you purchase yourself a 5,000 package? Now, with a 5,000 package, come is going to double that. That becomes what? 10,000. All right. Okay. Now, let's look at how this double. Okay. You constantly look into what? Reinvest, compound your earnings. So now, if you go back here, okay, your total earnings, when you double it, it gives you 10,500. All right. You reinvest that back into packages, that 10,500 will give you 21,000. You reinvest that back in 21,000, when it's doubled, will give you 42,000. You reinvest that 42,000, when it doubles, it gives you 84,000. Guys, this is how you earn yourself a full Bitcoin and more. All right. Now think about it. You have a full Bitcoin, and Bitcoin then goes to $350,000. Think about it. No, but just acquiring one Bitcoin, you following Bitcoin, okay? And the whole idea is to accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can by building your business. By doing that, when Bitcoin move up in value, remember I said to you guys, Bitcoin operate in cycles every 4 years. So even if you hold on to those Bitcoin by the end of the year, for sure you can be way up in value. Now, with a Bitcoin at $350,000, and you have one single Bitcoin, that's 700,000 Barbados dollars, almost $1 million. What can you do with that kind of money? Would that kind of money allow you to become debt free? Would that allow you to build your dream home? Would that allow you to, to live life on your terms? Will you be able to retire? Can that be your nest of eggs for retirement? All right. Now, just think about it. What I just mentioned to you, how long would it take you to achieve that in your regular job? From your own job that you're actually been pursuing and, and going from home to work every single day too, can you generate that kind of income in that short space of time? If you can, I would like to share that opportunity with me. But for right now, guys, crypto is one of the best opportunities, okay, for you, for me for sure, to catch up. All right. And when I say catch up, it means we can actually make up ground for what we've lost over the years. Because if we've been just saving, we've been losing ground. If you've never been investing, you've been losing ground. All right. Because inflation constantly catch up with you. Inflation constantly catch up with us all the time. So what little money we think we have saved, by the time the next 5 to 10 years, guess what? Inflation catch up with it and it's buying less and less. It means you have to spend more. Same thing if you're looking to educate your child. The money that would take to educate your child 10 years ago is not the same amount of money that you can take to educate them now. It costs more. Okay? The same thing in feeding them and clothing them. It costs more. We all know inflation always, okay, devaluing what we have. So that means we have to find ways to catch up. How many persons say, you go to work and you just feel as though you're just going to work just to pay bills? How many persons have the feeling that they just have their head just stick above the water and sometimes they fall under and they barely manage to get back above water? All right. Now you have the opportunity, guys. The person who invited you after this presentation, please get back in touch with them and thank them, because what they've shared with you here this evening is an opportunity of a lifetime. What they shared here with you this evening is an opportunity that can transform your life and the lives of your children and their children for generations to come. All right, so guys, I want to thank you so much for allowing me to share with you. Let me open back up for any quick questions that you may have, and let's share some of the persons in the room who may have to share their testimony. So let me open up. Any questions anyone have for me? I'm here, ready and willing to answer your question. Anything on the presentation or on crypto, Bitcoin in particular, I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Okay, so the mic is now free and open up. Anyone can unmute and ask their question. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna move over into members. Members who have a guest on this evening, feel free to now to open up and introduce your guests. Okay, no members have a guest on this
Must
evening?
make me, Chris.
Okay.
Hi, good night.
Okay, go ahead. Hey,
Good
Vernon.
night.
No, I was gonna ask Tyce if he has any guests, and he can go ahead and unmute and say who his guest is. Tyce, you were there?
Yes, Vernon?
Yes, please. You can go ahead and say what guest you have on, or you're a member now.
Yes, I have Kian Waters on and also Tracy Lane. You guys could say hi on mute and just say hi to you guys.
Good evening, everyone. Kian Walters on design.
Hey,
Hi,
Kian.
good afternoon. Good night.
Good night.
Good evening and welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Good to have you on.
Welcome.
Okay, any others?
I see a guest there. I believe that's one of mine. Is Lenny. You could unmute and say good night.
Hi, good night, everyone.
Hey,
Hi,
Lenny.
good night, Lenny. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks,
Lenny. Okay, let's have a chat before you go. Could you tell us, have you heard about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency before tonight?
Yes,
before
I've heard
Elvis?
about it before.
Okay, how long ago?
Could be about 3 years ago or so.
Wow. So Lenny, therefore that means you've actually owned some Bitcoin already, right?
Yes, he really. Yes, he has some.
Okay, wonderful. And you bought, and was it a good decision buying Bitcoin back then?
Yeah, it was a good decision at the time.
Okay, so when you bought your first Bitcoin, that was about 3 years ago, or just recent?
Nah, that was about 3 years ago or so.
Okay,
It
you know
was a
what?
program that I was in at the time.
Okay, you know what price Bitcoin was at the time?
I think it was like $4,000 at the time.
Wow, 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 wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Now I hope, Lenny, that back then when you bought some Bitcoin, you had saved some and didn't put all into a program, but you had actually saved some in your wallet and kept it there.
Well, actually, it was ain't the program at the time.
And you don't buy any to keep.
No, not at the time.
Okay, okay.
So I ended up losing it.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I understand clearly because that's basically what happened to me as well. I lost a lot of my Bitcoin over the years in different programs and stuff like that. Had I just kept my Bitcoin, you understand? And that's why I constantly talk about the importance of hanging on to your Bitcoin. Now we have a very transparent company here, the PGI. You know, the company have moved forward to prove that they can be trusted and that we can work with them, because a lot of the companies over the years, guys, you know, there was no transparency. And those companies, sometimes you don't even know who the owner of the company was. All right. And this is something that, you know, separate this company from all the other companies I have been involved in over the years, is that the company is very, very transparent. Okay. And what we like about what the company is doing is that they're moving things ahead to make things a whole lot better, right? The company is not moving that persons can even ensure their their earnings, they ensure the packages that they have in PGI, stuff like that. And that's basically what that type of insurance saying, okay, that your money is safe with the company, you know, that speaks volumes. All right. Okay, so any other guests we have? Okay, no one have any other guests? All right, let's go on. Now, do we have anyone here this evening that joined today? That joined either today or yesterday in PGI? That's on the call here tonight. No, we don't have any new persons that joined today on the call. I know we have new persons, but I just want to find if they're on the call here tonight. Okay. All right. So let's move over then into.
I joined it. Yes, excuse sorry.
Yes.
I joined yesterday.
Who? Okay, name. What's your name?
Adrian Stewart.
Oh, Adrian Stewart. Hey, Adrian, welcome, guys. Come on, open up the mic and
Welcome,
let's welcome Adrian.
Welcome,
Good to have you part of the
Welcome,
team.
Welcome.
Congratulations, my brother. It's good to have you. All right, we want to welcome you to this family. All right, we work together as a team. Just want to let you know that we work together as a team. So it's so important that don't go there thinking, you know, just that you're by yourself and doing it by yourself. There are persons that you can work with. Who's your sponsor, Adrian? Who's your sponsor?
Apostle Rudder.
Apostle Rudder. Okay, wonderful.
Mr. Rudder, you're doing
Right,
good, Rudder
Mr.
boy.
Mr. Van Rudder. All right, but you're a very good person. Okay, and he's excited about the opportunity. You know, we talk almost every day. You know, I mean, he's one of the ones that like to wake me up to my bed at 7 in the morning, but you know, he 6. You know, he called on the dot. You know, and you know, and I'm not an early riser, guys. I might go to sleep late, but I'm not an early riser. The earliest time is to get up is when they're traveling to go abroad.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, you're welcome, my brother. All right. Okay, so again, welcome, Adrian. It's good to have you on board. So right now, concentrate on your first 30 days and try to lock in your, you know, your tool so that you become binary qualified and collect that 2% booster. All right. Well done. Well done. Okay. Any new persons we have? Any other new persons?
Pleasant night. There's a new person here. He's speaking through Father's mic.
He's speaking through.
Oh. Hi, good night. My name is Kimla.
Hi, good night.
Are you joining next 5 minutes?
Good
I'm
night.
joining the next 5 minutes.
Ay. Okay, I'll leave it.
Love it. Awesome.
Hold off.
All right, well, we're gonna say,
Hi,
we're gonna say welcome in advance. Congratulations in advance.
That means he was impressed with the meeting.
Yes.
That
Yes,
means that I
yes.
can count to 60 though. By 5, so that's 300. So when I get 300, he bet John.
We got things in place here. We got things in place here.
All right.
Nice.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Well done. Okay. All right. Who else do we have? Any other new persons? You want to recognize you? All right. Okay. All right. Let's go over now to hear from a few persons here in on the meeting right now who have been part of PGI and who have seen, the changes starting to take place. They've seen the income coming. Okay. They build trust in the company because the company have, been transparent and have already, helped literally thousands of persons across the world already. We do believe that this company will make a big difference, not only here in Barbados, but throughout the Caribbean. And it's our goal to build our business right across the Caribbean. So wherever you know persons, whether here in Barbados, across the Caribbean, or United States, UK, share the information, get the persons onto the call, right? We have 2 calls per day, 1 o'clock and also 8 o'clock, Monday to Friday. All right. So this is provided so that we can work together as a team and you don't have to worry whether you know what to say or anything like that. But what you can do is spend time inviting and let us do the talking. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go over to Pat. Pat, you're there. Would you like to share with us?
Yes, I am here.
Right, wonderful.
Where's my PGI family?
Yeah,
here.
PGI to the world.
PGI to the world.
PGI to the world.
Guys, we are just practicing for when we take our team to one of the conventions, when the Barbados crew come down, maybe even when the Caribbean crew come down, we have to make an impact. So you can start practicing from now because we're going places.
Amen to that. True.
Someone called me today and congratulated me, tell me they didn't know that I had the $1,000 package. And I felt really good. The thing about it, right, is that I want to say to Chris, our leader, you're doing a fine job. You're doing an excellent job with these presentations and with your knowledge, sharing of your knowledge and your experience about Bitcoin and investing. And I just want to throw to everyone tonight, this is the time to invest. COVID didn't come by chance. The whole change to digital is not happening by chance. You're actually going to be sitting home, making your investments, doing what you got to do and making money. So I want to urge everybody to get on board, get ahead. Let us be the group that is ahead of the times. We're doing our investing, we're encouraging one another. I was encouraging someone up to tonight who didn't get the full essence of it and felt, well, it was okay to keep $100 pack away until it's expired, then to do another one. If you're doing that, you're wasting time, guys. The more packages you do, the better for you. You're able to build up your Bitcoin wallet and you can use then your Bitcoin wallet to invest in more packages and keep your business going. Treat it like my sister Fiona keeps saying all the time, to treat it like a business. If you treat it like a business, it will, you can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
If you treat it like a business, you are bound to get the results. My good friend Granville, he invested in $100 package and realized that he had to do more. And I heard his testimony because when I joined the business in November, I joined it and I did take it lightly. And the thing is, when I heard him testify that he was not satisfied with a $100 package and that he borrowed money to get a $400 package and pay it back because of doing the business in 3 months, a light bulb went off in my head. A $500 package and a light bulb went off in my head. And guys, when the shutdown came, the money that I was planning on investing in, that shutdown too. But I had to find a way to get that $400 package. And I look in my blockchain wallet and recognized that I had enough to invest in a 4. So I went for the 4, and then I jumped from the 4 to the 1,000. And guys, I ain't stopping there. I ain't stopping there. I got plans, guys. I ain't stopping there because I see what this business can do. 5,000 become 10,000. We're talking US
No
dollars
press
here,
and break.
right? Sorry?
No press and breaks. No press and breaks.
We're talking US dollars here. So 5,000 becomes 10,000 US, right? And 10,000 US becomes what? 20,000 Barbados dollars, right?
Keep pressing the gas. Keep pressing the gas.
So we going all the way. So I just invite you. I want to congratulate all you who have seen the vision. Join this business. Don't stop at 100. Get on board as soon as possible. Keep moving. Keep building your teams. And keep pressing in. And as my favorite word is go hard. Go hard. Do the business hard, and you'll guarantee to see the results. That's it from me, you guys.
Bye, bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you very much, Pat. Thank
You're
you very much,
welcome.
Pat. Well done, well done, well done. Guys, and this is what it's all about, you know. As Pat said, you got to keep moving on, keep pressing forward. As I would say, got to
press
no brakes here, no brakes here, it's all gas. Keep moving forward. All right. Okay, so let's go to another person to share with us. We asked Elvis. Elvis, can go ahead and share with us this evening.
Thank you, Chris. I must say first, congratulations. What a lovely presentation. And every day that you do the presentation, my money is coming out of my pocket and heading towards PGI faster. First, this is not a gimmick. I keep telling people so. This is not a PR advertisement. This is reality. We can show you our wallets to see that we are actually getting paid. As I tell folks yesterday, I lay down on Sunday and Saturday, and I was paid for doing nothing, absolutely nothing. And like everybody else, I start with $100 package on the 6th of November. And I just watching my dollar come in. And I wasted the whole month of December. And I didn't buy another package. And I didn't understand the secret to it was every month to buy a package. But in January, for my birthday, I bought myself a $500 package. That was my birthday gift for January. Then in February, they said the month of love, but I loved myself with a $400 package. And in the month of March, which we are, I march on with 1,000. Now, April for Fools is around the corner. I'm going to be a fool and buy me another package. Guaranteed to that. Because I see half of the money is there. I'm just waiting to be paid out to the blockchain because they're holding back my money too long so that I can press on. First, your money is in the bank doing nothing, but the bank is doing something with it. If you do not believe that this is really a serious program, try a $100 in the program for 1 month, no more than 1 month. Don't wait for 6 months to find out if it really works. For 1 month. If you do not see no increase in that 1 month, sell me the wallet. I will take it from you and show you that within the next month, you will see another package in it and it proves that it's going for it. So the person that invite you here, see opportunity and they're sharing it. And that's what I'm trying to do. Educate everybody because you are the color of my skin.
All right.
And if you don't understand this, well, there's nothing I can do for you. But I'm going to pass on the knowledge as much as I could. We are supposed to look out for our brothers and our sisters. And if you look like me, you are one of me. But if you don't understand that, I'm very sorry. So please, take a chance and join Crypto Wealth Builders. Because when we get to the end of the road and we look back, we don't want to see nobody at the back. When we look forward, we want to see the road that we have to go. And when we look left and right, we want to see everybody in a straight line going forward. So join us and let's go. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Elvis. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for sharing this evening. Okay, let's get in a few more testimonies. We go straight over to Fiona. Peanut, you there?
Hi, good night, everyone. Good night. Guys, I'm excited about this company, guys. I'm excited about my this opportunity, guys. PGI to the world.
PGI to the world.
To the world, to the world.
Here we go, church.
PGI, I believe.
I love it.
All
I
of it, the
believe.
believers.
I
Believers.
I believe.
Yes.
Guys, awesome presentation as always. Every time, hands down. Awesome presentation. Guys, you're here for the first time. Listen, you're in the right place at the right time. The right company, guys. The right company. You're at the right place at the right time, guys. Guys, when I saw this opportunity on the 31st of October, guys, y'all actually having a whole presentation, guys. Chris is giving y'all all the knowledge in the world. When we saw this opportunity, all what we did, guys, all we did was jump right in. We didn't have the opportunity to see presentation, nothing. All we do is do something, jump over. Boom. That's all we did, jump. We took that leap of faith, guys, and ain't look back since, guys. Well, all of us joined with $100, and all of us had that vision of not staying there. All of us saw exactly what PGI can do for us, guys. Change our financial future, change our perception of life, give us that hope and that dream of having a better future, guys. You know, and when I joined with $100 pot like everybody else, guys, and it was not easy. When COVID hit, guys, I had a little business and it just do so look shut down. It worked for 2 years. I have no income, but you know what? PGI is my income, guys. I get paid every day. I am staying home and getting paid. I'm getting paid, guys, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited because I can talk about PGI from now to the ends of the world, guys, because I love this company, guys. I'm happy to be aligned with a company that is so transparent and is looking out for every one of us to be successful, guys. You know, I joined with 100, and you know, I decided that that's not where I want to be. I want to buy more packages, but it was not easy. It was hard. You know, I had to find a way to buy more packages. You know, I had a few trons, and I was able to convert them to Bitcoin and get a $500 pack. You know, that earned me like what, $6 a day. And you know, guys, as soon as I started $6, I was so happy because that's minimum wage. That is actually that's $5, but what 10 barbit, that's like 10. Then that's $6, and then I buy a 4, guys, which I start earning $10 a day, guys. $10 a day. It's so beautiful, guys. It's so beautiful. I'm so happy. But you know, guys, as I say, keep on running. As everyone here knows, we keep on running. We are not stopping. Guys. And today, guys, I am earning $20 a day, guys. I'm some person that don't have an income, guys. I'm some person that is struggling, but you know what? I lick off that struggle. I pushing forward. I lick it off. And then that struggle stop me going forward. I'm not looking back. That was behind me. Again solo, again forward. So you know what? Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nobody put nothing in your head. Come and run with it. You got to think for yourself. You got to, when you jump in, you gotta get excited. You gotta get excited about your business. I am so excited. I talk about PJ every day. Whether persons decide to come on the call or not, they can't say that Fiona Richards and tell them. They can't say that Fiona Richards and give them that opportunity. I am talking. Everyone has to make that decision for themselves, guys. You know, so that person that invited you here, just thank them. Thank them for the opportunity. You know, and all of us together, guys. All of us gonna get there. All of us. And I'm happy and excited that we have new persons that are on this call and persons that actually willing to jump on the same night. I am so excited about that, guys. Congrats for making that decision. And I'm so happy that y'all are with us. And you know what? Together, we will make it. Together, PGA family, Basin PGA family will make it. We will make it, guys. To the top, to the top, to the top. PGI to the world, guys. To the world. And we're going to make it.
PGI to the world.
To the world.
PGI to the world.
To the world.
To the world.
Thank you. All right. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay, guys, I also want to recognize all those persons who have moved up in levels. Okay, so we're starting at the 400 level. All those persons who have moved up to the 400 level. Okay, you know, this month, okay, be recognized. So who you are, open up and let us know your name. But first, let me start out by letting you guys know that my brother, Granville, yes, Tari have moved up to the 400 level. All right. So my brother moved up to the 400 level. So congratulations.
Smart, Terry smart.
Congrats, congrats.
Yes, smart, Pavila.
I thought he moved to the 4,000.
Well done.
You get there. All right. So
I can pass Granville. I can blame you.
I know.
That's a good attempt. That's a good attempt.
I know. Listen, I know you can afford to pass me because you got enough money for your credit union.
Nah, man. I ain't
I
got
know where
enough money
Lance
for
stand there,
credit
Phil.
union.
I know where Lance.
I just
I
like
know where
you.
Lance
Don't let
there, Phil.
Granville know your business.
I moving like Benton. I stand in front of the back and looking at you go along. And I can pass. Believe me.
Yeah, no problem.
Congrats, though. Congrats on that move. Congrats on that move.
Any other
Congrats.
any other 400?
For this month, me.
Paulette?
Yes, but
Congrats,
yes.
Paulette.
I think I talked about this last night. So yes, I had the good pleasure though to speak to a young lady yesterday. Yes, and she wants to come and bring her daughter. So that will happen as soon as the girls finish her exams because she got a UE. So as soon as she's finished her exams, you could look out for her. And then you have another Paulette on the scene.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had her on already. Yes. Okay,
yes.
So congratulations to you. Paulette, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you right after because I tried reaching you today.
I realized just now. I realized, so we can talk after.
Right after, yes. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other 400? Okay, let's move up to 600. Any 600s, Dane?
Me.
You passed it long time. All right. Any new ones? No new ones? Any new 1000s? For this month? This month?
We got 3,000 years in here, about at least that I know about.
This month will be
I'm one for this month.
That's right.
Okay.
Congratulations, Fiona is another one. Pat is another one. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Keep on moving.
Yeah, me too, Chris.
Randolph.
Randolph. Congrats, Randolph.
Congrats, Randolph.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
We need to see more persons joining us up here. Okay. At the 1,000 level.
At the 1,000.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is that a few of us are going to do the 5,000 and then some people are going to jump to the 1,000.
Just know.
Yes.
Over to 5,000.
That's something good, Pat.
Right.
Okay.
Listen. I want to tell everybody here there is value in building that network. Look, I had a new person came on today and when I went to my network, wallet just now, my eyes pop open. I don't understand what Granville and Fiona and the other Chris are doing with that network bonus.
Yep. Buy more packages.
It is the
Buy more packages.
Buy more packages. Move up. That's right. Okay, so let's go to another testimony. We ask Granville, you there?
Of course I am.
Granville gone already, right? He's on here, right?
Oh, yeah, Mom, Sandra, get ready here.
I go right ahead, Granville.
You all hear me?
Yes, please. You can hear me, Granville.
Fancy.
We can hear you loud and clear, Granville.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to say a pleasant good night to everyone.
Good night,
You
Granville.
too.
Good night, sir.
Right. And to say how happy I am, I have become a part of PGI, and I have not regretted becoming a part of this wonderful and fantastic organization. From the first time I heard about it, like other persons did not hesitate. I just jump on board and began to earn. And then as time went on, I started to learn about the program and everything. And don't worry, one of these days I can be presenting too. Don't worry. Don't mind, because this is gonna be the first blind man to present. Don't worry.
Yeah, Miranda.
Yeah, it will happen.
Looking forward to it.
And I want to say that I started with just $100, and like I said that it was a waste of time in my opinion. So I went straightly to my credit union and I borrowed $1,000, buy a $500 package, and then as I withdraw and got little money from my binary and stuff, I was able to accumulate some money in my blockchain wallet. And when the Bitcoin went up to $47,000, I had over $900 in my wallet. I was able to put the remainder and purchase my first $1,000 package. I'm being held up right now at the moment, but like the other saying, I can get another package. I don't know if it can be a 6 or 1,000. All depends on how the money comes in. But I will get another one. And I am happy because that most persons that are unemployed because of COVID and are sitting down at home and don't know where the next plate of food is coming from. They don't know what they're going to do tomorrow. Well, I know what I am going to do because PGI, like Fiona said, is paying me every possible, not on every week, every day. I'm earning every possible day.
Every day, Granville, every day.
$22 US every day. Woo-hoo. And as I earn my money, like any other job, I get paid every week. You know, right now I'm earning like $154 approximately every week. And that's fantastic. That's like over $300 people in Barbados money.
Awesomeness.
And if you're getting $300 a week, you know you're getting more than the minimum wage. Jeez, on brave man, that's awesome, man.
I can eat
I'm
these
so
now.
proud of this. I'm so proud of this.
Yep.
And because I get $300 a week, I want more. I can double that, and then I can triple that. Trust me, I will. So if you're seeing this program for the first time, and you sitting down on the fence, like somebody that I know, they know off the fence now, and you're thinking about telling yourself that you have some money on your bank account, that the banks are taking your money and using it for themselves. You need to learn a little sense tonight and use your own money for your own purpose to benefit you. Get back to the person who invited you and tell them that you are ready. You like what the blind man said, that if I can do it, you should be able to do it better. You know why? That's why Terry went and buy a 400 package today. And I'm so happy that I am able to encourage people to do similar things that I am doing. So people, this program is for real. This program can change your life. The only way that you don't get involved is if you don't want your life change. Mine is changing. And I'm very happy about that. Thanks again, Chris, for affording me the opportunity to share. And I will continue to do that. PGI to the world, people.
Thank you, Gravel. Thank you very much.
PGI to the world.
PGI to the world.
PGI to the
So
world,
guys, you
people.
heard it, you heard it, you heard it. All right. Regardless of, whether you can see, whether you can see or you can't see, anyone can do this business, right? Because, vision is not but eyesight, and that's what a lot of people are lacking. They might be able to see, but they lack vision. Okay. And this is the opportunity, guys, that you should have vision for. You should know exactly what's happening in the financial world. And this is the way to go right now. All right. So let's go over to our last testimony this evening. We go to Vernon. Vernon, you're there?
Yes, Chris, I'm here.
Okay, share with us.
Okay, pleasant good evening to everyone.
Good evening, Vernon.
For those new folks seeing this presentation, first, actually, before I get to Chris, let me congratulate on the fantastic presentation again, as usual. And
thank you.
No problem, Chris. And yes, folks, you're seeing this presentation for the first time, and you're getting some information that people will normally go and pay hundreds of dollars in seminars to hear this kind of information.
True.
True that.
And you're coming here and you're getting this information. And me, as Fiona said, you have a very big advantage of going out and building this business faster and quicker than us that started before. Because when we first started, we didn't have this presentation. We didn't see this kind of presentation when we got started. We just got started by faith, and we got in and we took it up and we ran with it. I mean, when Chris called me, I couldn't remember, it was a nighttime around 8 or so, 9 o'clock, and tell me, I got this link to share with you with this presentation, and you can double your Bitcoin in 200 days. I said, Chris, just send me the link. And with that, I just signed up just like that. And within the first week, I went out and bought me a $500 package to add to my $100 package, and I was earning $6. And as Grandma said, that still was not enough. That was kind of like wasting time, because if you invest in a business, you need to put stock in the business and keep stocking it, and and stuff like that. So buying the packages is actually stocking your business. So I went ahead and I bought me a $1,000 package as well, and I added a $600 package, and I can say right now that I'm earning $22 US daily. And guys, I'm just getting started. So the goal here now is for me to just add a package every single month, and I've now taken on my binary aspect of the business, and I'm building like crazy. Over the last 3 or 4 days, I've sponsored about 4 people so far, and I'm helping those I bring in to put in people. I mean, today I was in St. Philip signing up somebody, then I run back down to meet with another prospect. So I'm all over the place doing this thing now. I'm excited and I'm building it big, and I'm encouraging you to come join us and build PGI and make some money for yourself. Put that money to work for you. Take some from out of the banking system, from out of the credit union, and invest in PGI, and you will enjoy the returns that PGI will give back to you. Thanks for allowing me to share, Chris.
PGI to the world.
Thank you very much, Vernon. That's right. PGI to the world. Awesome. Guys, I think we can safely say that tonight's presentation was above and beyond. You guys did wonderful. You come out to your numbers and make it all possible. The success belongs to you, guys. And I just want to let every person know, that we operate as a family. We run this business as a team. All right. So team it with the person who invited you and get started. If you have questions, be part of our group chat, Crypto Wealth Builders. You can post the questions there. We have 4 admins that would actually respond to you. All right. But it's so important also to keep abreast of what's happening in the chat. There are persons in the chat, and they will still actually WhatsApp me outside of the chat, ask me questions of things that were already posted in the chat. And that's one of the main reasons that we have the chat. Okay. We have the chat so that we can keep everybody up to date all at the same time. So don't become too busy that you can't keep up to date of what's happening in your business. All right. It's a business and you need to know what's going on in your business. So therefore, utilize the chat for that. The chat is there because we want to keep everybody knowing what's happening in their business. All right. So again, as you join the business and bring new persons in, also get them to be added to the chat as well. So if you're a person that are here and you're not part of our group chat as yet, okay, reach out to the person who sponsors you and let them know that you want to be part of the group chat. All right, guys, thank you so much tonight for being here, taking time out of your busy schedule for being here. But most of all, get back to the person who invited you and thank them, and also let them know you need more information or that you're ready to get started. All right, so good night, everyone. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
And
Good night.
guys,
Good night.
remember, share the link, share the link, share the link. Tomorrow's another day. Let's have another successful meeting.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Thank you, Chris.
Good night.